The 10 Rules of Success by Paolo A. Ruggeri. In his book, Paolo Ruggeri invites us to rethink what success truly means. He begins by contrasting two common definitions. The first is the sort of okay mentality, where people are content with just enough to get by, living in a delicate balance between survival and modest comfort. They compare themselves to those worse off and accept a life of limited dreams. Ruggeri rejects this view outright. Instead, he champions a second definition: success as the materialization of your dreams, built on a foundation of abundance, not just in wealth, but in relationships, career, and personal fulfillment. Abundance means having so much stability and growth that setbacks don't threaten your survival or happiness. Ruggeri warns that our society is losing the culture of success, with many people resigning themselves to mediocrity, hoping for a lottery win or an economic upturn to change their lives. This book is a rebellion against that resignation. It is a guide to building the life you've always dreamed of, organized into 3 parts: the basics, the turning point, and the materialization of success. Part 1, the basics, starts with the first rule: stop following false leads. Ruggeri explains that people stuck in the sort of okay culture often chase red herrings: the perfect job, the revolutionary product, the get-rich-quick scheme, looking for external salvation. He argues that the real opportunity isn't found in magazines or job ads. It's found within. Until you develop what he calls a successful personality, every external opportunity will prove false. The key is to stop being invisible. Invisibility is a state where your personal shortcomings prevent the right people from seeing you and involving you in meaningful projects. To become visible, you must build a successful personality. This leads to the second rule: to be successful, you have to improve the quality of your exchange. Ruggeri states that life is built on exchanges, giving and receiving value. Unsuccessful people try to manipulate exchanges to get more while giving less, like con artists or speculative gamblers. Truly successful people understand that to get more, you must first provide more value. He emphasizes that you must exchange results, not just actions or time. An employee is paid for the money they collect or the problems they solve, not just for the hours they sit at a desk. A business succeeds by making its product a great deal for the customer. Money, Ruggeri says, is merely a symbol of the value you provided in the past. If you want more money, provide more value. Success, therefore, is moving to a higher level of exchange, where what you give is far greater than what you receive. The third rule is to understand, meet, and exceed the expectations of others. Your wealth depends on the value you provide to the market, like Bill Gates providing software that saves time. To provide that value, you must first understand what others truly need. Most people focus only on their own expectations, their desired salary, their sales target, and ignore the needs of their boss, client, or colleague. Ruggeri urges readers to see themselves as entrepreneurs of their own microbusiness, where their employer, colleagues, and clients are all customers. He advises spending time seeing the world through their eyes, identifying their worries and needs. Then, go a step further, exceed those expectations. This extra-mile philosophy is what makes you indispensable. The mechanic who washes your car for free, the employee who solves a problem before being asked. These people create loyalty and attract opportunities. While rewards may not be instant, the market, in its supreme justice, will eventually recognize and reward those who consistently exceed expectations. The fourth rule is to become a great human being. This is the cornerstone of an attractive personality. A great human being isn't a famous hero, but someone who makes others feel good, trusted, and valued. Ruggeri lists the traits. They put others at the center of the conversation, listening with genuine interest. They are empathetic, taking responsibility for the feelings of those around them. They are humble, never showing off. They don't take themselves too seriously and use humor to lighten situations. They are inspired by a clear, compelling goal. They have a high sense of ethics, understanding that unethical actions in one area of life poison all others. They are reliable and keep their promises. They are not afraid to admit their faults and laugh at themselves. Finally, in any interaction, they seek a win-win outcome, ensuring the other person benefits too. By consciously acting with these characteristics, you become that person, and your network of alliances, your most valuable asset, grows stronger. Applying these first 4 rules pulls you out of invisibility. People start to notice you and involve you in projects. However, this leads to part 2, the turning point. As you become more visible, your weaknesses and shortcomings, which were negligible before, are now under a magnifying glass. Your growing sphere of influence exposes flaws in your character or habits. This is a critical juncture. You can either become discouraged and fall back into invisibility, or you can push through. Many try to muscle through with sheer hard work, leading to success stress. The correct path is to use rules 5, 6, and 7 to make fundamental changes. Rule 5 states, if you want things to change, first you have to change yourself. The weaknesses you've been justifying, bad habits, poor organization, a quick temper, are now holding you back. Ruggeri provides a powerful exercise. See yourself through the eyes of your spouse, your boss, your clients, your colleagues. Write down what they rightfully expect of you, and then write down the hidden traits in your behavior that conflict with those expectations. These hidden traits are what you must change. If you don't, you will sabotage your network of alliances and fail to pass the turning point. Success is impossible as long as you betray the fair expectations of those who believe in you. After changing yourself, you'll start to see the same shortcomings in others. This brings us to Rule 6. Become a leader. If you don't positively influence the people around you to improve, they will demotivate you and drag you back down. A leader doesn't criticize or blame. A leader practices causativity, seeing themselves as the cause of and solution to the problems around them. If a colleague is underperforming, a leader believes it's because they haven't yet shown them a better way. This attitude, when consistently applied, is mirrored by others, creating a team of responsible, causative individuals. Leadership is earned through respect, which comes from having worked on your own flaws first. However, not everyone will change. Rule 7 advises, the companions you choose are a determining factor in your destiny. Avoid toxic people. Ruggeri identifies toxic people as those who are chronically negative, have poor ethics, refuse to change, or simply do not believe in you. Associating with them is draining and will inevitably pull you backward. He suggests confronting them with causality, positively asking for change while examining your own role 3 or 4 times. If there's no improvement, you must distance yourself. To fly with eagles, you must stop hanging out with turkeys. Having navigated the turning point, you enter part 3, the materialization of success. Rule 8 explores the power of your imagination. Ruggeri, citing Stephen Covey, says all things are created twice, first in the mind, then in reality. You must move from wishing to deciding. Decide on your goals and then immerse yourself in them. Research, plan, and surround yourself with reminders. Your imagination is more important than your current circumstances. No matter how bleak your present situation, holding on to a clear, positive vision of the future can change your destiny. He urges readers to write down 10 specific, motivating, and achievable goals for the next 12 months. Studies show that the mere act of writing goals dramatically increases the chance of achieving them. After setting a goal, the universe will test you with obstacles and failures, trying to make you quit. Have the courage to persist. Your ability to keep the dream alive in your imagination, despite contrary evidence, is an essential ingredient of success. Rule 9 is the time perspective. Based on research, Ruggeri explains that successful people operate with a long time horizon. They make decisions and sacrifices that may not pay off for months or years, foregoing instant gratification. They read to improve their skills instead of watching TV. They build customer relationships instead of chasing quick sales. They invest in training their team for future autonomy. Your present is the result of past actions. You can only change your future by acting today on activities that will make a big difference later. Furthermore, if you follow the rules of success, every disaster contains a seed of opportunity, a benefit you will only recognize in hindsight. A lost job, a health crisis, a betrayal. These can be the catalysts that set you on a better path, but only if you have the perspective to see it and the courage to keep going. Finally, Rule 10 delivers the ultimate principle. The success of an individual is measured by the success of those around them. This is the hallmark of true leadership. Every time you help someone else win, a client, an employee, a colleague, you become stronger. Their success becomes part of your network and your skills. There's a psychological boost and a practical benefit. The road to success is therefore about giving. If you want money, help others earn money. If you want love, give love. Ruggeri clarifies that a successful person isn't defined by wealth, fame, or power alone, but by the prosperity and happiness of the people in their sphere of influence. Real success is built on a foundation that lifts everyone up. In the epilogue, Ruggeri concludes that success is not an escape from an unsatisfying life, but a transformation of your personality from the inside out. By applying these 10 rules, you undergo a metamorphosis. Humans, in their natural state as positive, contributing beings, are meant to be successful. Living in mediocrity requires a constant counterforce against these natural laws. Return to living by these rules, and like a ball held underwater that shoots into the air when released, you will regain your enthusiasm, see your prosperity grow, and witness the people around you begin to smile and win. Most importantly, you will have reclaimed something priceless: yourself. Your dreams are important. Your aspirations are important. You are important. The world is waiting for your piece of the puzzle.